Alright guys, how's it going? Back home with another video, and today I thought I'd show off this setup here. As you guys know, the PC Engine hardware line, the NEC hardware line for the PC Engine I should say, is quite varied, and there are lots of different ways to play all the games. So here is probably the most convoluted way to do it, but it doesn't make it you know, not badass. So here we have the Super Grafx. And you can see this is actually a system card, which has added RAM that you need to run Super CDs, and later on they made arcade CDs. I don't happen to have any of those here with me today. And that works with this IFU, the interface unit. A lot of people call this the briefcase, and that's why, or this is because it comes with this top lid with two kind of locking latches. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this is probably the most fragile, and it's also the oldest way to play CD games with PC Engine hardware. And the way it works is, you see right here, when you load it up and you have the system card in, it brings you into this home screen. So it's telling me to push run button, and right now I don't have a CD in the unit, but to back this up a little further, I'm going to turn off the Super Grafx, and then over here there's this sliding switch, okay, and right now that opens it up, and if you press this or pull this here, that'll eject both things. And what would normally go here is the actual PC Engine Core Graphics or Core Graphics 2, and you'd have this nice kind of briefcase setup. Now, because of the Super Grafx's shape, you have to use one of these RAU-30s, or RAU-30 adapter, and that adds this kind of big thing onto the back of the Super Grafx, brings it in through this beefy cable to this adapter piece, that inserts into the briefcase unit or the interface unit, and that way your Super Grafx can talk to the IFU. Now this will require two power supplies. I've got the AC adapter plugged into the Super Grafx here, and I've got the IFU's AC adapter there as well. So kind of a Sega CD kind of situation. Now, that is only because I'm using the Super Grafx. If I had had a PC Engine here, or Core Graphics or Core Graphics 2, it would all run off of this. So you end up with a lot of cords with this method, but you get, you know, a gaming station that spans your entire kitchen table. And the graphics, or the picture and sound, are coming out of the Super Grafx, not the interface unit. I tried going there and that didn't work. I'm pretty new to this myself. Now, another thing I want to quickly mention is that the Turbo EverDrive will not act as a system card. There's no RAM on the EverDrive, so this is only for HuCard games only. So there's a few different system cards. There's a Super System card that runs Super CDs, and earlier games were actually called CD-ROM-ROMs. You see that kind of CD-ROM squared logo here. So those will run on a System 1.0 or a System 2.0 card. The Super System card is actually a System Card 3.0, I believe. And then this is the very last one that plays everything, as far as I know, which is the arcade system card. Up to the very last games like Fatal Fury 2 and Strider and Sapphire. Okay, so now that we've covered that type of basics, let's go through. I've brought kind of a top 10 here of my Super CD games over to the new house. And let's just see. I've got Winds of Thunder, Gradius 2, which is excellent on the Super CD, Kazakiri Ninja, Gate of Thunder, which is probably my favorite shooter. Another favorite, Nexer. Very difficult game, hard as hell, but worth practicing. Fawcett Armor, or Fawcett Armor. It's a pretty cool game. And Super Darius 2. It's got a great soundtrack by Zuntata. Dracula X, Rondo of Blood. And Cotton. And this is actually a American Super CD-ROM game. Just to show you, what U.S. release Super CD-ROMs look like. They look pretty similar to the Japanese ones. You can see the spines here. They've both got those pink kind of edge there, and I'm not sure, but I believe the American ones have kind of this black jewel case as opposed to the kind of white jewel case. But it could also be that this is a replacement case down the road that I bought secondhand, but I would think that it wouldn't be all kind of dented up if it were. Okay, so let's pop in a game here. I don't know, guys, what do you think? We could put in Cotton. Let's put in Kazakiri Ninja. And this is going to be pretty hard to play one-handed, but see, it's got really nice inserts. And let's take the CD out. And this opens like that. Pop that in. Play that. Now, to get this started, we lift up this and switch it over to the on. Now you see the power light there. Let me go over here, press this on, and we should get the CD-ROM home screen once the FrameMeister wakes up. There we go. Okay, so now you see everything's looking pretty dormant here until we press run. I start to hear that awesome laser mech grind up and down. If you think the Dreamcast is a loud system, wait until you get one of these, nearly 30-year-old CD units. And I'm just going to turn the radio off, because that's not annoying. Do this in real time. This is a really cool game made by Naxatsoft, I believe. Yes. Later release, pretty difficult to come by, but definitely a nice, impressive side-scrolling ninja action game with great controls. I'm just running out of battery here on my phone, but we'll press start and try and get through the intro. So one thing to look out for is with these, I think I've mentioned it. I know Luke Morse was, has said this for a long time, that you often see the IFU and the CD-ROM unit sold separately, and that's because there's a white plastic gear in the laser mechanism of the CD-ROM unit that just, it gets old. The plastic has a lot of wear on it, and it actually just kind of turns a brown color and disintegrates Now, I think people have kind of made replacement gears, and I don't know with 3D printing if that's something that will be an option, today or in the future, but it's a pain to get the replacement gear for that. And that's often why they're sold separately, because that gear is disintegrated in the unit and it doesn't work anymore. So, let's see, really cool anime intro to this ninja game. Kind of classic Super CD intro here in style, where, not a ton of movement, but kind of more, a series of still images and a couple of quick things here and there like that. But it's still really impressive for technology that came out in '89, I think, in Japan. That's when this dates back to. So, you're talking 25 years ago is how old this thing is. So, pretty wild. And they made CD-ROM games, for a long time. Can you hear? We've got, that nice CD quality audio. Is this loading? Oof. Now, I don't like to use this unit so often because really the Duo R and the Duo RX and even the Duos are a lot more reliable. But we can see here, this is Kazakiri Ninja, and the cool thing about this, and this is running on composite again through my FrameMeister, being upscaled to 720p with simulated scan lines. Pretty decent picture. NEC actually has one of the better composite outputs on their systems. And this is just kind of like a side-scrolling, single-plane kind of beat-em-up fighting game almost. And it's amazing. I'm not going to be able to show you this in this review one-handed, but the amount of actions and moves your character can do in this game with, a controller that's essentially, no more complicated than an old NES controller with 2 buttons and select and run. He can do all kinds of things, slide attacks, dive kicks, I believe, throw ninja, shurikens, all kinds of things. And it's really, there's no real platforming in this game. It's really just kind of left to right. You have to kill a certain amount of enemies in the stage to proceed to the next one. Anyways, what makes this game so cool is, the art style and the amount of moves that they're able to, get out of your guy. It's really like a single plane, 2-button Guardian Heroes type of game. It's really cool. Okay, let's see. Anything else I want to say? I think I'll kind of maybe just turn this off. And one thing to save stress on the CD unit. Alright guys, so my phone cut out on me there, and just trying to finish up this video. But there you have it. Quick, there we go. I'm just in the sound configuration here. But yeah, interesting setup. If you really don't have anything, go with a Duo R, a Duo RX. But if you have a Super Grafx and you must do this, I mean, this is how it works. Not much more to say about that. And just totally strange systems that NEC put out there, but they're pretty cool. And like I said, a gaming station that spans a whole kitchen table. And yeah, awesome. Alright guys, that's it from me, and I will talk to you all later. Alright, take care.